and it's all just about relaxing. And most of them use a hinge release. So a hinge, you know what a hinge is? Have you ever used one? Okay, instead of a button where you press it, you're rotating the hinge, which activates
No,
a sear.
I just have a trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just hammering the trigger. You're doing exactly what you're not supposed to do. You're
Really?
a trigger puncher. Yeah, you're a trigger puncher.
Your thumb?
Yeah, you're hitting it with your thumb, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guarantee you, when you do it, your arm doesn't move.
Huh.
You go like this, like that. So with a good surprise shot, you shouldn't know it's going to go off. You're pulling, and then once the trigger breaks off, your arm will naturally go backwards because you're not anticipating the shot.
I'm definitely not doing that.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
But how far away are you shooting things from?
It depends. That elk out there, the photograph that's in the front, that one I shot. It's in the front of the building when you walk in before you go into the studio. There's a mounted head and then a photograph of me and my friend Cam. That one was 67 yards. I shot one at 79 yards once, but that's rare. Most of the time, it's like, for me, my effective range, where I'd like to be is 60 yards and in.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I don't think I've ever shot something more than 50 yards out.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, so
you
I
gotta
think
be
that
really, really, your form has to be tight. You have to be really confident. You have to have a lot of arrows downrange, and then you have to be able to stay calm during the shot. So now imagine if you're shooting something at 18 yards, okay, and you hammer the trigger, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you're still going to get there, right? Because it's only 18 yards. So the amount of deviation off the path that it takes in 18 yards is significantly different than the amount of deviation at 105 yards. It's a huge gap. It might be 2 feet to the right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you thought you were shooting accurately because you were inside of like a pie plate at 20 yards. And the difference between that is form, technique, and a shot execution process, and also management of the psychology of the shot. Because there's this one moment. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Here it comes now. And if you only do that once a year, like say if you go on one big elk hunt a year, you save up all your money, you get your gear all ready, you get your arrows weighed, you practice, and then you're in the mountains for 10 days. And on the 11th day, you get this animal that moves. It's at 57 yards. It stands there, and you're like, and your heart's beating. You just might hammer that trigger. You just might hammer it. So you have to have this shot process, and where you're literally talking to yourself inside your head. You have words that you say that occupy your thoughts while you're going through the shot process so that you never get overcome by shot panic.
Interesting.